Hello Humans in 5 viewers, it's just me this week, and I thought we'd have a chat about having babies, and some of the challenges of doing so. You'll likely recall from my Meet a Researcher episode that one of the key factors in my research is how the shape and size of the hip bones are involved in childbirth. It's a fascinating area to work in because there are so many variables to consider. The health of the mother, the size of the baby, where the mother lives, and how she's going to deliver her baby. There is some recent news on how women deliver babies that has inspired a lot of debate for people doing research on pregnancy and childbirth. Philip Mitteroker and his research group at the University of Vienna published a study in 2016 looking at the increased rate of caesarean section deliveries and its potential impacts on the size of hip bones for women in coming generations. A caesarean section, or C-section, is a way of delivering a baby without the baby passing through the mother's birth canal. A trained medical specialist will make a cut along the mother's abdomen, just below where your underwear usually sits, which allows the specialist to access the baby directly from the mother's body. Some sources say C-sections have been practiced since the 2nd century BCE, but they became routine and safe surgeries throughout the world from the 1950s onwards. C-sections are usually used when giving birth naturally or through the birth canal is too risky. One of the major risks is called feto-pelvic disproportion, or FPD. This happens when the baby is disproportionately large for the mother's pelvis. Its head might be too big, or the baby might just be too chubby. In such cases, it's likely that a mother and/or her baby might die without a C-section. Mitteroker and his team suggest in their study that the increase in C-sections over time has created an evolutionary situation where mothers who have small birth canals and would be good candidates for C-sections continue to survive and reproduce because they have had C-sections. In this sense, the bad trait of having a small birth canal is passed down from mother to child, whereas a smaller number of C-sections would weed out the genes for small birth canals. The researchers suggest that this would create a loop where humans have to continue giving birth by C-section more and more frequently. This article created a lot of debate within the community of researchers, but also created some very interesting reactions in the media. The Daily Mail, which, to be very honest, is a newspaper that is not a reliable source for scientific reporting, reported on the results of Mitteroker's study, suggesting that some of the women asking for C-sections had no medical reason for them, but these women were merely too posh to push. This suggests that individual women should be to blame for having C-sections. Other media outlets described women's bodies as being poorly organised, seeming to push the blame onto biological sex. Reporting on C-sections in this way reinforces the idea of a woman's body being problematic, and that the process of pregnancy and childbirth is one that is inherently a woman's fault. Speaking to Mitteroker's study in particular, a number of researchers and medical specialists have pointed out that women deliver by C-section for a number of reasons other than FPD. The baby might be in an awkward position, labour might have halted for some reason, the baby's heart rate might be dangerously high, or usually the medical specialist has any doubt that a natural birth could cause problems. C-sections save millions of lives every year, and medical specialists want to do the best possible for mother and for baby. So when it comes to the challenges of delivering a baby, it's always worth thinking about the context in which it's happening. Childbirth is different for every woman and includes differences in health, personal preference, and social situation. In these cases, ask yourself, who suggests different treatments and why? That's all from me this week, and I'll see you next time on Humans in 5.